All right, people, your boy Mad Mike coming at you guys with a quick ass Mad Mike segment. I forgot who it was, but this is what happens when you do a spur of the moment X Mad Mike segment, and I forget who it was again, but I'll give it to you guys. I'll leave it in the description, man. But like I said, this is a spur of the moment X Mad Mike segment, and it pretty much asked me who do I think out of the rookie class, guys who would step up and be starters? I'm going to be honest. I don't think the Falcons are in any place to start any starter. I think the Falcons are in good shape. When you look at this offense, from left tackle to right tackle, the Falcons are pretty good. All right, they're set on the offensive line. We know that a wide receiver will not start in place of Julio, Calvin Ridley, or Muhammad Sanu. So we can S that out. Tight end, we can S that out. Running backs, we can S that out because of two guys, Edo Smith, Devontae Freeman. I think Olsen will have some time to play, but offensively, there's no way, no one on the roster who could start as far as rookies is concerned. Um, Defensively, we already know that the defensive line is pretty much etched in stone. Those guys, Tack, Vic, Dejan Sanat, Grady Jarrett, those guys are pretty much start. Kaminsky definitely has potential, but he's not going to start. Even the linebacking core. I mean, a lot of people don't like Duke Riley, but I don't think any one of those linebackers are going to start in place of Dion, Devondre, and Efoye Olakun, or even, like I said, Duke Riley. Secondary, um, I don't see anyone starting over True Front. That's not happening. He's obviously the best corner we have on his team. Isaiah Oliver is in his second year, so he's not. He's finally going to get his shot. So nowhere, no one, unless you know Jordan Miller, comes out and just show what he can do. I doubt that. When you look at Kendall Sheffield, I think he has the athleticism to make an impact, but I don't think he can start. And safety, we can just forget that. No one is starting over KZ. No one is starting over Ricardo Allen. No one is starting over Keanu Neal. So when you look at the Falcons team, the Falcons are in good shape as far as the rookies starting is concerned. No one is going to start over our team. And this is one of the reasons why I say, Falcons fans, just relax, man. This team is a much better team than we give credit, when fans give credit for. So this team is loaded, bro. Like Jimmy Wright, like you said, bro, this team is loaded, man. There's no way that a rookie is going to come in and start over these guys, or offense, defense, even special teams, man. Special teams, you can come in and have a rookie like Marcus Green, Zacchaeus. It's a number of guys that can come in and make an impact as far as special team is a return is concerned. But other than that, like, no one is going to start on this team. And this is one of the reasons why I say Falcons fans should just relax, man. This team is absolutely bomb, man. When I tell you the Atlanta Falcons, this team, when you have this team, man, it always comes down to coaching. And this is why I'm so excited about the defense. I'm so excited about Dan Quinn. Even the offensive side of the ball with Dirk Cutter. You have Dirk Cutter. You have this happens every time I do a live. Every time I do a live, we have sirens in the background. It's either sirens or horns, but this is what happens when you do a spur of the moment live, man. Just sitting out here chilling like a regular person. Like I said, man, I'm just a Falcons fan, a regular Falcon fan just like you, man. Just I'm passionate. I do hours of research, and look, man, you guys don't know that the video that I posted earlier today, just a few moments ago, 18 minutes. Man, that took me about 2-3 days just to get that together. So when I tell you, man, Falcons fans are my passion. this is what I love to do, man. I love to talk Falcons football, and I just love it, man. I love it, just to talk to you guys about this sports, man. All Falcons, this Falcons football. But like I said before, man, when you look at this team, man, we loaded. We are absolutely loaded, and all it comes down to is coaching, play calling. This has been our Achilles heel since we lost Kyle Shanahan, since Dan Quinn pretty much gave the defense to Marquand Manuel, who was a first-year defensive coordinator. It just wasn't a smart idea for Dan Quinn to do that. And I love Dan Quinn. You live and you learn. This is what happens when you hire a first-time head coach. He makes mistakes, and he learned from that mistakes. He learned from that mistake, and he is now taking over the defense. So when you look at this Falcons defense, and I'm going to make a bold prediction. I'm going to make a bold prediction when it comes down to the Falcons defense. I think the Atlanta Falcons will be top 5 in turnovers. Okay? Falcons will be top 5 in turnovers. Why do I believe that? Because when you look at, I've been watching hours and hours of film. All right, hours and hours. It's every single day. Look, man, like I said before, I'm obsessed with this team. I am obsessed with this team. I've been looking at film of Tack McKinley. I've been looking at film Vic Beasley going back all the way to 2012, looking at the offense and what Dirk Cutter, what he likes to call. Look at what Mike Mularkey likes to call. I have been obsessing over these Atlanta Falcons, okay? So this is all I do, man. This is all I do, okay? It's Falcons football. So all you guys, man, like I said before, when it comes down to the Atlanta Falcons, man, it is nothing but coaching. The Falcons have the players. The Falcons have the players, and the Falcons, like I said, man, it's all becoming play calling. We saw that with Steve Sarkisian. Great talent around those guys, but he got stuck. He was predictable. That's what you can't do as an offensive play caller. That's why, and I hate bringing this up. I really hate bringing this up. But when you look at the Patriots, man, the Patriots are never predictable. They are never predictable. It's every single game you can get a completely different offense. Okay, these guys can spread you out. They can pound the rock. And, on defense, they do the exact same thing. A multifaceted defense. They can play a 34, and they can play a 4-3. These guys can even play a 4-4, 4-6. These guys do everything and any and everything to succeed, to make sure they win the game. And this is what I'm telling you, a lot of you Falcons fans, this is what the Atlanta Falcons will be. You will not see the exact same offense every single week. It's a possibility that the Falcons will debut something every single week. What I mean by that is that when you look at the Falcons offense, you have a former offensive coordinator, and Mike Mularkey, who loves to utilize tight ends. So this is one of the reasons why I said Austin Hooper. I think Austin Hooper, Eric Saubert, Luke Stalker, those guys are going to play an intricate part of this Atlanta Falcons offense. You're going to see games where they're being featured. And this goes back to 2016. And like I said, I still believe that Kyle Shanahan screwed that Super Bowl up for us. But when you look at this Falcons team, this is what they need to get back to. They have to get back to a multifaceted team, not just offense, not just defense. One game, you feature the tight ends. The next game, you feature the running backs, whether in running the ball or in the passing game. This is something that Steve Sarkisian didn't do. We didn't utilize Tevin Coleman to the best of his ability last year. We didn't utilize Ito Smith to the best of his ability. Ito Smith is a guy who can do all. He can run the ball, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. Okay? So when you look at this Atlanta Falcons offense, I think the offense will be a multifaceted offense. You're going to feature Julio. You're going to feature Calvin. You're going to feature tight ends. And you're going to feature the running backs and run and pass a game. This is what you're going to get for the Atlanta Falcons. So you never know what you're going to get from the Atlanta Falcons offense. I feel as though it's the exact same thing you're going to get with the defense. And to talk about the defense will definitely, okay? The defense will definitely, you will see a ton, okay? You will see a ton of weird formations. And I've, I have so many screenshots of the different formations that the Falcons played just this past year. Just this past season. The Falcons played so many different formations. They played 4-4, 3-3-5, 4-2, the 2-4-5, the 4-4 defense, the 4-6. Look, man, these guys have played every single thing, and this is exactly what you should expect come this 2019 season. Expect completely different Falcon team that you are accustomed to seeing. You're not going to see the Falcons line up in the same boring formation, the same boring, running plays over and over again. I mean, it was so bad last year that we could predict every single call that Steve Sarkisian and Marco Manning was going to do. We know on third down they was going to drop 8 guys and have 3 men rushing. We knew that. We knew that last year. It was that bad. It was that bad for the Atlanta Falcons. So when you look at this team, man, expect the Atlanta Falcons on offense and on defense to completely change their style of play. And what I mean by that, you're not going to see the exact same things every single week. The Falcons are going to try to confuse defenses, and that's one of the reasons why you brought in Dirk Cutter, who's a guy who likes to spread the ball out, likes to pass, air it out, throw the ball deep. And you bring in a guy like Mike Mularkey, who loves to pound the rock, play tough, hard-nosed football. Use 3 tight ends, 2, 3 tight ends and whatnot. And, just power, just punish the defense. This is what you're going to see from the Atlanta Falcons. You're going to see air it out one week. You're going to see them pound the rock the next week. And, hey, they might just feature Julio for the entire game. They might just feature Mohamed Sanu the entire game. This is what you're going to see with the Atlanta Falcons. And defensive side of the ball, look, man, Dan Quinn is a mad scientist, okay? I shouldn't even have to say anything about Dan Quinn. You never know what you're going to get with this guy. When he's calling that defense, whether he was with Seattle and with the Atlanta Falcons, this is one of the reasons why we went to the Super Bowl. Those guys got hot at the end of the year. 2016, when Dan Quinn took over the play calling, those guys got hot. Why? It's because Dan Quinn was an evil genius on the defensive side of the ball. He knows how to feature every single player. And all you Atlanta Falcons fans that hate Vic B, that hate Desmond Trufant, look, go back and look at the end of the season, at least the last 5 games of the NFL season, and see how much, how better Vic Beasley and Desmond Trufant played. They played so much better, and you can tell that Dan Quinn took over that defense. You can tell. All right? So go back, look at that. You guys, like, the film is all on YouTube. You can see it for yourself, man. But go back and watch those games and see how differently and how much passion they played when Dan Quinn took over as a play caller. So that's all I got to say about that, man. But I appreciate everybody, all right? Everybody for tuning in, man. I guess I'll say something, man. Just give everybody a shout out, man. Louis Vincentia. I don't know how to say that shit, man. What I think about Olsen, Olsen is going to be he's going to be our short yardage back. Don't expect, I think for him, we have Ito, we have and Freeman. Those guys can be the short yardage back, but when you need a guy, a big running back, to power himself on the goal line, to power himself to get that 1 yard, that inch, that's going to be Quadri Olsen. So I expect him to play a lot, but not a lot. Jack Savage was good. Kaminsky will be starting week 4. Look, man, I don't know about starting. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money you giving Vic. That's $13 million. You just gonna sit bench. You gonna sit Vic on the bench, pay him $13 million? I think not, baby. Eventually, he will start. It won't be at defensive end. It may he's gonna see a lot of reps. He's gonna have an opportunity to make plays. So I wouldn't necessarily say a start, but Kaminsky will have an opportunity to make a play. Alejandro Sosa, Jason Stanley, Jordan Miller. Yeah, I like Jordan Miller, man. Jordan Miller is actually one of the guys that I had a close eye on. I think he has tremendous feet. His footwork is similar to, ironically, is Washington made Desmond Trufant. Those guys' feet are absolutely amazing. So you know those guys at Washington, they are trained well, and that's why Dan Quinn continues to go to Washington and get these players. These guys are fundamentally sound, and Jordan Miller is going to make an impact, not this year, but I definitely think he will make an impact next year. But at nickel weak side, yeah, he's going to play defensive end and nickel defensive tackle. Kaminsky is. Roshan Thomas. This guy's really recording in a parking lot. No, it's called a patio, man. I stay in apartments. Not everyone is a billionaire. I do this shit pretty much out of passion. So hell no, I don't. I'm not doing it in a damn parking lot. I do believe in the moment. I appreciate it, Jimmy. Brandon Simmons. Love talking about. Like I said, man, this is what I do, man. It's all about the Falcons. Man. It's all about the Falcons, man. That's what I do the most, man. That's what I love to do. Just talk about the Atlanta Falcons, man. Marcus Green. I think Marcus Green is going to be. You guys check out the other video. I know it's a little bit longer than videos that I typically do, but it goes in detail of what I think each player. I don't go in depth with a lot of practice squad guys. Guys who I think going to be in a practice squad, or the guys, that I think is just here basically just for the, the preseason. But Marcus Green is the guy that I think is going to play. Is going to be our Taylor Gabriel. I think he's the guy that's going to come around, catch the screens, catch do the end arounds, things of that nature. So he's going to have an opportunity also to be a returner. So I have high hopes for Marcus Green, but I think he's going to be a practice squad player. Look, man, Brandon, yeah, man, I think this is 6 or 7 Pro Bowlers on defense. Ooh, man, that's a bold. Look, man, they hate us, man. Come on, Brandon, man, they hate us. They're not going to give us 6 Pro Bowls. They don't even want to give us 2. They don't even want to give Matt Ryan credit. They don't want to give Matt Ryan credit, man. But 6 or 7 Pro Bowls. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That's kind of hard. That's kind of hard to say they'll get 6 Pro Bowls. I think they will have 6 Pro Bowl caliber players this year, just with Dan Quinn calling plays. But other than that, man, yeah, man, I don't know about that. Jared, Beasley, Jones, Neal, KZ. Look, man, it's possible. It's possible. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but those guys they have the ability to be Pro Bowlers. I can tell you that. I think Sheffield will be that third corner eventually. The fourth quarter. KZ is going to be pretty much the wild card. They're going to feature him and Ricardo Allen, both at the nickel corner as well as free safety. Those guys are going to be interchangeable. So they're not going to necessarily have a spot, but they will play a lot. I think KZ will definitely be the starting free safety until we know for sure that Ricardo Allen is ready to play. But man, yeah, man, they hate us, man. The Falcons have the ability to be a top 5 defense. They have the potential. They have the talent around them, but it all comes down to play calling. The offense has to do their job as far as, time possession. I think time possession is something that a lot of fans just don't pay too much attention to. It's not a sexy stat. Time possession is what got the Patriots yet another Super Bowl, okay? Time possession is what got them in. They did not give the Rams any time on offense. They held the ball for 40 minutes. The same exact formula that they did against us in the Super Bowl, they did against the Rams, and pretty much kept Aaron Donald on, running on run defense. He didn't have a lot of opportunities to get after the quarterback. They would not allow that. Why? How? Running the ball, controlling the clock, just eating up first down, just getting first down after first down. That's how the Patriots win, and that's why I say, Falcons fan, you might not like Devontae Freeman, but if the Falcons want to win championships, we're going to need Devontae. We're going to need that old Devontae. We're going to need Devontae Freeman to do what he does best, and that's run the ball. We have to run the ball. Matt Ryan is best when he has a running game. So, all you guys, man, we got to step up. When we get in that dome, man, we get in that stadium, that Benz, man, we got to cheer for every freaking body. All right, we got to get up and we got to support, man. Enough of that hate. All right, we get enough hate from ESPN, Fox. Those guys don't want anything to do with us. So, Falcons fan, we got to take care of ourselves. All right. So, with that being said, man, I think that'll be it, man. Nino Bree. Yeah, man, they hate us, man. They don't want to do any. They do not want to do any freaking thing. They don't want to cover the Falcons. They don't want to cover the Falcons. Even when we was at the Super Bowl, the entire story was Tom Brady this, the Patriots this, the Patriots that. It was just a love affair. They didn't want us there. Hell, they didn't. When ESPN first did the predictions this year, I still remember that. I still remember those guys had us at 5-11. 5-11. Okay? And we went to the Super Bowl. So ESPN doesn't like us. They don't like us. They don't want to cover us. Matt Ryan won MVP and he still was a secondary story. So they don't want to hate us. They want to hate us. They don't want to cover us. They don't want to talk about us. They don't want to say Julio is the best receiver in the game. They don't want to say Dan Quinn is a brilliant mind. They don't want to say Arthur Blank is a terrific head owner. He gives the city what we want. He gave us a Benz. He gave us an excellent stadium. All right. They don't want to like us. All right. They don't want to like us. They don't want to cover us. So we got to take that shit. As fans, we have to turn around and support our team, support our players. And like I said, man, go on Twitter, follow the Falcons players, and send positive vibes this way. Send positive vibes their way. Because like I said before, they don't want to like us. They want to hate us. They want to continue to say 28-3 over and over and over again. It's been 3 years and they still talking about 28-3. All right? They want to do this. So Falcons fans, we gotta stick together. We gotta stick together. With that being said, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I will try to do more lives like this, but you guys have a peaceful night. And your boy, man, Mike is out, man.